I've seen Zai play Vengeful on offlane, so...
You can see who it is.
I can see if I...
On the table.
It's Vengeful Zai.
Vengeful Zai.
Alright, it's offlane Vengeful. It's alright.
So who do you favor in this matchup?
Secret.
Do you wanna give an argument for that?
No.
Okay. What about you, Slacks?
I'm doing calculations in my head, and I think that we are good to go on Infamous for game 1. I don't believe in CK. That hero is hooty cooty pooty. Not a fan.
I'm thinking Secret's gonna take game 1 of this series. But that's okay. It's
that's
not
just so it's not 100% on
yeah.
side.
Okay. If I were to go 100%, oh yeah. By the way, vote for your MVP during this game. You can do that from now. So these are your commands. Use them wisely as hashtag and then the player's name. Read how you write the names. It's important because you do have to spell out the name correctly. Let's find out what's gonna happen in the first game with Moxie and Bulldog.
All right, well, what do you think, Bulldog? Are we gonna believe in Secret, or do you think that we might see a little bit of an upset here coming out from Infamous?
I think draft-wise, there's no one that has a clear advantage, honestly. And obviously Secret is the better team here. Like, there's no going about that. But Infamous got Mason, and he's playing the Lifestealer. You can't underestimate that, can you?
Last hope of NA there, yeah. Mr. Mason, here he's a wizard when it comes to cooking eggs on Instagram. But no, we've got, you know, Secret Zai was incredible with that Vengeful Spirit in the past. Like, he has some incredible swaps. So definitely keep your eyes on him. Moose is a very talented Rubik. And also, it's kind of interesting, we don't really highlight position 5, but if I remember correctly, Wu actually is a very good Witch Doctor as well, so.
Yeah. This is the best SA has to offer, so we'd have to hope they're going to do well here. And there is one main problem. There is a Nisha Morphling, and I don't know how many times I've seen him play him mid and just absolutely destroy the lane. They were probably pretty confident it was going to be a Nisha mid morph, so they picked SF against that, because you need a hero that can stand up against Morphling, and Morphling wants to take advantage of having really high damage, which means you have to have very high or very low health, and SF can punish that with his nuke, so should be working out just fine. Middle, hopefully.
That is true, and you also mentioned with having mid one on the CK earlier, right? How this is a little bit different from what we're used to seeing him on. Yeah,
we see a mid one CK last pick. It's not what we see at all, and I don't feel like he's a super clear last pick here either. Like, they've got a decent amount of AoE stuns and AoE damage, so we'll see how that works out. But just having that Morphling late game against Lifestealer is super good. He definitely counters Lifestealer. It's just very annoying to deal with that. It's just that Lifestealer comes online earlier, and the keyboard might have been smashed.
It's a little early for that, I think, right? But what happens with the CK if it starts to fall behind? Because this is not a hero that's known for being able to flash farm and catch up. Yeah,
it's basically the hero you never want to get behind with, and you used to have super struggles with this hero. You always had to buy Midas, otherwise you couldn't farm, and luckily now they've reworked his Chaos Strike to make sure that his laning stage is super good now compared to what it used to be, so you generally shouldn't fall behind. We see kind of an old hero coming back here, the Tusk. Tusk is back here. We don't see him too often, and it's a YapzOr Tusk. So you can't expect that guy's going to get some items. And well, Moose, does he want to get a courier snipe here?
It's being real patient here, moving forward.
Oh boy, he's going to get it.
And 2. It's going to make Tomato's lane a lot easier.
All right, good start for SA Dota. If he just gets rid of his region, this Morphing's going to be very sad.
Like you said, it's very important that they shut down Nisha here because he can just roll on over them.
Yeah.
You're not careful, so nice play coming out here from the side of Infamous.
Just the courier kill gives so much gold to his team as well. It's so useful. And we just see here the aggression, Tomato asserting dominance. And yeah, the laning here, CK. It's always hard to play a melee against a Witch Doctor because of the damage, but they have Puppey here to help out.
It's interesting that Wu opted to go for that Voodoo Restoration early to try to offset some of the nuke damage that's potentially coming out from the Oracle.
we don't normally see that.
Doesn't have that Purifying Flames just yet, but not sure if that was something that's skilled up because he's sitting too low, because he is sitting quite low himself, or was. And perhaps just trying to keep up the region and lane moves. Bottom lane, trying to assist out Puppey here. It's a little bit of back and forth between YapzOr and...
I don't think they're too happy about this laning stage. You definitely want to have Lifestealer bottom and have that Centaur being a bit more sacrificed, because CK, we just see him non-stop clicking the Nikes as soon as he comes up into the lane, and it's pretty annoying. So he's got one flask middle left here. There's a region top though. Whoever gets that can be really big, and it's daytime, so they should be able to see it. Timado just gets it. That's gonna hurt. That is gonna hurt for sure. And no courier either. That's the last region he used.
And Nisha has got to play a little bit more conservatively here. Doesn't want to miss out on those levels, obviously. The turn around, mid 1. Open wounds purging off here from Puppey. Will get that cast. Couple bounces. Not going to bounce over to mid 1.
Yeah, back and forth. Nothing too crazy yet. Only 3 minutes in. Yeah, Nisha again. No region left now. He's definitely struggling here now. He's got a little bit lead in CS, but the courier has spawned now, so he's going to be sending that out. He did kind of manage with this pretty well, to be honest.
Bottom lane, Zai might be in for some trouble. The body block come out from Puppey, and that's going to be first blood.
Yeah, nothing new. This is just side Dota, right? We see him dying every time in the offlane for his team, and then ultimately just carrying his team kind of in a way anyway, so it's all good. Nothing new here. It's to be expected, and it's kind of maybe intentional because they want to give YapzOr more level and experience. You know, in goal, that's just how they play.
All right, yeah, it's been fairly quiet though. Nisha does pick himself up some tangos, able to regen a little bit, but Timado feeling very comfortable in this mid lane. Not too much of a discrepancy in the CS, 21 and 6 on the Shadow Fiend, 19 and 3 on Morphling. So even though, you know, his courier was missing, he was sitting at very low health, is able to keep up nicely. And, oh, okay, Wu is dead.
The courier, the rune, is he gonna get it?
He's trying, he's looking for it.
There's nothing here, Nisha.
Nothing
what are you
here,
doing?
Nisha. Just toss back Timado. Say no thank you. Move's actually having that double damage that makes his rotation.
Actually get a kill here. He's sneaking up on him.
He's got boots too. There's gonna be the telekinetic lift. He just maybe a bit more damage, but it's not there.
You don't kill Nisha.
You might be able to kill Puppey though here in this bottom lane. Zai finding himself a kill.
Okay. You get punished for helping middle a little bit. Yeah, I don't think there's a lot of Morphling players that could deal with this as Nisha does. And as I say that...
It's fine.
He's just playing around with him. He knows he can't die.
Believe in the power of Nisha here, Bulldog. Don't be a hater.
Yeah, I'm not a hater. I praise that man. Praising him.
That sounded a little bit like a hate. Oh, Puppey in for trouble again. Shard's gonna trap him over. Gets the stomp off. Zai chasing him down. Oh, that little bit of body blocking might have actually been a problem, but Moo's making his way over with that telekinetic lift. Keep him alive. Wu gets himself one bounty rune. The YapzOr grabs the other, and I think we should have been able to grab... Yeah, there it is. Okay, so Wu and YapzOr gonna be the rune collectors here. Nice even split.
Yeah. The bottom lane is struggling a little bit now. Like, you can't leave the Centaur here. I'm actually gonna go for a kill here.
Should be. I mean, it's an Oracle. So you've got to have that physical damage. Mason still really wants this kill. And I don't think it's going to be enough.
It is not. Just baiting them, but still just harassing him out of the lane. So it's annoying.
Well, the Fate's Edict helps quite a bit with that on the Oracle, right? Being able to make it so you don't end up taking that magical damage.
Yeah, we even see him having an infused raindrop to help him out so he doesn't die in this lane.
Uh-oh, Wu might be in for some trouble. Cast Bolt comes out from mid 1. Mason
got the heal.
Trying to fight through here. They've got that Voodoo Restoration. Puppey actually going to be in for some trouble as they find a kill on the Oracle. And mid 1 also trying to run himself back. I think it's only level 1 Maledict, so he's going to be able to survive this. Nisha gets a regen rune. That feels pretty good right now. Zai, they're trying to get the jump on him here, but aren't going to be able to lock him into place. Puppey trying pretty hard, though, looking for that stomp. Does manage to land it, has a couple of too if they want it. He's going to throw out the magic missile. Zai's going to live another day. In fact, he turns back around, hoping maybe to put some more damage on Puppey, but not going to find it. YapzOr making a rotation mid over onto Timado. This is the problem with the Shadow Fiend, is that he is pretty easy to gank. He doesn't have that escape.
You always got to be super aware about where the enemy is, if they're missing, especially the position 4. And when you're playing this game as well, you know they have Nisha mid, they definitely want to secure him. They always try to make him get a really good game so that you are definitely going to get rotated on. Having some kind of ward is useful, as they have. The river, and again, Life Stealer. Mason is baiting.
Ooh, this is looking good with that Maledict damage, but again, Puppey throwing out the Fate's Edict, followed with the Purifying Flames. There's going to be a rotation coming out from YapzOr. Woo trying to run himself away, has that Voodoo Restoration, but just not enough heals for 3 people running at him.
Well, they do a good rotation here, and doing this, they need to make sure that they stun outside now, so you shouldn't be able to get anything here. Maybe even, I don't know if they can kill him. I don't think they have the damage, or at least they want to do some damage here, harass him.
Harass just a little bit. Yeah, the Teleconnect lift into Stomp. Magic Missile comes out from Zai. Just chewing through it.
Yeah, he's out of region as well. They might have to swap lanes soon, because I don't know how long the Life Stealer can stay up here.
Yeah, Mason's in for some trouble right now. He pops the stick, though, has the rage. Cannot get through those shards, though, and the body blocks are coming out. Need maybe one more hit, and it's going to be the Purifying Flames that finds that fatal blow.
Oh boy, Mason going down. That's some bad news for SA Dota fans.
And NA Dota fans too, right?
I guess if that counts. Do NA like SA?
Some of them do.
I like SA. Not NA though.
You don't like NA? Is there a particular reason why?
Their Dota skills is not very good. They're trying at least. That's all I care about. Trying your best.
That's all that's important, right? Put the best foot forward every day. I'm sure you do that every day.
Yeah. It's not very good though.
Well, keep practice. Noob.
Jesus.
They're gonna go
Puppey,
turn it back around. Puppey might have gotten baited. Cannot get away that quickly, but does manage to avoid the shards and the snowball. But that is Stampede down. So
yeah, at least he didn't die there for that.
That's true.
Yeah, the game so far is really even. Like no one has really a clear advantage. All the heroes are farming as they should. Even Sai with the Vengeful, so very close game actually. We're not going to see that stomp from Nisha having a free game with Morphling or anything. We see SF being super close there as well.
Is it just too hard to make any rotations onto this Morphling mid? Is that why we're not seeing that much pressure being placed upon him? We do see like Moose, he made one rotation, but wasn't able to clean up there.
It's pretty much impossible to kill that hero if he plays properly, and he's got the all-stat build with his items as well. So he has to make some kind of mistake for that. Maybe when they have Blink Dagger on Centaur, they can get a kill there, but they're just content with farming now, getting the Midas, probably Radiance as well with Life Stealer, and once they get that, and the Greaves on SF, they're going to have that timing where they're going to be really strong. Because if we go too late game, this Morphling will take over the game.
I don't think, maybe a little bit of miscommunication there, right? Because I'm making the TP top, have a smoke coming out from the side of Tomato and Moose.
Yeah, I don't...
10-minute runes. This was a good time to make rotations.
It's got the Swapperino.
And they've got the wards over here on the side, too.
Mason is posturing.
Woo on the low ground. It's the initiation. I'll turn attention. Zai will get no cast bounces, but nice perch coming out from Puppey. Not going to be quite enough, though, to keep Zai alive. So he will go down, and it looks like Chaos Knight just wants to walk away, farming pretty well, so no reason to, you know, throw that away right now for a fight that he does not need.
A little bit annoying as well, because he TP'd up there, so he has to run somewhere now. And, I mean, this is usually how a couple teams do, make sure that their offlane just rotates more than their 4, and just make sure that YapzOr their 4 now is getting a lot of farm bottom, getting those levels he needs. But he's laning against the Centaur, so it's not the easiest lane.
You seem to be doing a pretty decent job with handling Puppey down here, but again, when it's 1v1 like this, especially on that Tusk, it is a bit more difficult. I'd like to see Infamous maybe put some more pressure on that top tower there, because you know that Nisha wants to just farm his jungle safely, and by removing a tower, it makes it a little bit less safe for them. Oh, mid one. And Cass comes out. He does have Phantasm. Turns back around. Woo. Has to run himself out. Chaos Bolt coming through Mason. Trying to put out as much damage as he can over here. Trying to make maximum usage of that Maledict. Puppey gets taken down by Zai in the bottom lane. Mid one. It's not going to do enough damage to take him out. But we lose Moose bottom lane while all that's going on.
2 kills bottom. That hurts. Not just swap used. Tusk is now level 6 as well. They're using his ultimate. So Just delaying the playmaker here is really good. Centaur needs the dagger, and he was very close as well. So a really good gank there. Because again, like you cannot kill Morphling without that, and you can go smoke with Centaur Blink and get a kill on the Morphling, which would be super good.
He's getting very close to that Blink dagger.
Yeah.
So I guess just farm up, be patient, try to avoid any more ganks on your face.
And just don't die.
Easy, right?
Yeah.
Lifestealer picks up his Midas around 12 minutes here.
It's amazing timing. It's good. Nisha, he's going all stat build here. He's done a lot of shotgun builds, rush on the morph, which is not worked out to some success, but just having all stats is just really good so you can man up against the Lifestealer. And shotgun obviously doesn't do anything against him.
A lot of movement coming out from side Secret. They see Moose. Moose gonna get held into place. And looks like they want to give that kill. Nope, doesn't matter. It's gonna go over to YapzOr. And YapzOr is gonna be in some trouble too, because in comes Mason and Tomato. So they get themselves a clean up kill.
Okay, support for support. I think they're happy with that. Because that also makes sure they protect the mid tower. So far, no tower's been lost. Neither of the team has really any super great tower pushers.
I'm playing with Mason a little bit up here. Zai, of course, making this rotation. As is Puppey. Has himself an invis rune. Doesn't look like Woo's aware of this. But no sentry or detection on the ground right now.
It's not going to be easy to kill Mason, though.
Maybe they go after Woo instead. Although, already we're seeing CK TP out, so not really interested in fighting it, looks like.
Yeah, and we see some CKs by Midas, but not mid one.
Take a look at what Pepita has picked up.
He's got his dagger. Here it comes.
All right, yeah, and like we said, textbook immediately. The jump forward, the burst down. And Nisha's not there anymore. Although swap comes back out on Tomato, he's in for some trouble. He's gonna get held into place. This tower helping them out quite a bit. Puppey gonna have the purifying flames, but Pepita jumps back in again. They've got that death ward, doing a decent amount of damage. Not quite enough to take down Puppey. Is it gonna be enough to take down YapzOr? No, they have the false promise that they'll throw over onto their Tusk and keep him alive.
Really clutch there with the snowball. Make sure he doesn't get stunned. But overall, I mean, Morphling dying is super good, but SF also going down, so no one is super unhappy about that. Meanwhile, Mason on top is getting that tower.
Still not ahead in terms of net worth, though, because mid one has planted himself in the Radiant side of the map and is just farming up to his heart's content. Oh, Mason running into a lot of people here. Walrus Punch comes out. Yeah, it's not looking so good right now. The swap, they just, all right, that was a lot of hate on that Lifestealer.
Yeah, I forgot they have so many ways to stop him from TPing, even through BKB. I mean, I thought it was only touch, but of course they have swap as well, so it's usually one of the things that makes Lifestealer super good. You can just push and go safely anywhere and with no fear of dying, but this game, you're not safe with that BKB, TP. And that's a crucial kill as well, because Mason, he needs that Radiance as soon as possible, because that's going to be the timing to win the game. If they miss that timing around 20-25 minutes, I don't know how they deal with the Morphling and CK, both of which are on the top now. Yeah, it's going to be problematic. They need that Radiance as soon as possible. Can't have any more kills like that.
What would you recommend that Infamous do now in order to ensure that the Lifestealer is able to get what he needs and they can hit their timings?
Just what they're doing right now is that they're smoking and just keep playing around the center, Blink Dagger, just get as many kills as possible, push the enemy back. They are going to get mid. Getting mid now will be huge here because they're going to get a tower on top of it.
Being very patient, Pepita sitting far back, as is Woo, hoping that maybe they'll be tempted by Tomato, but tower does go down. No one's going to contest.
The mech is up, so they're really strong right now, but they're kind of lacking the damage. It's all about Mason. All eyes on Mason. He's a while to go, though.
Well, he does have the recipe, but the relic is so far from his grasp.
Doesn't work without the item.
Nope.
Gotta farm that as well.
It's a step in the right direction.
And they're just going for the towers now, having the mech. But if they want to, they could fight her. They're pretty strong. CK's got the armlet, so he is really powerful. Really good choice not going to Midas, because you know you have Nisha is gonna be your ultimate carry this game. coming in from the backside. Uh-oh.
Moves immediately just evaporates as the snowball rolls in over here onto Woo. Walrus punch to open up a little bit more damage. Mid one gets himself a double kill. Do you get the Graves completed on the SF though? Like you were saying, that is a definitely good timing, but...
Here we go, bottom again. A Nike's bomb coming up. Sai, he's running back though. Do they have the ward? Whose ward is it? They see him.
Yeah, they've got vision.
He should be dead.
Should be. Can they
Generally,
block? It's not finding it. And there's going to be the TP immediately coming out from Puppey. We'll go try to heal up Zai again.
I think he forgot to click stun. I mean, he didn't stun him. It's kind of odd, I think.
Well, that is the...
That's a Puppey that way. This is the guy who was flaming me on the couch, by the way. I've not forgotten. Okay, well.
I mean, everybody flames you on the couch.
Yeah, I know. I feel bad about that. Everyone just laughs at me. It's not funny.
It's all right, dude. It'll be okay. Okay, so they're grouping up on the side of Secret here, showing a lot of aggression. They do have quite a few ways to catch the heroes on the side of Infamous, although Puppey...
Oh, there's no way they can fight this. They need to get out now. They need Radiance to fight.
Maybe they're just trying to make the space for Mason, but yeah, that's a lot of... That's all the heroes on the side of the Dire making their advancement here. Mason still working towards that relic.
1,400. Still a while to go. Can't miss any CS. Okay, good. He's doing his job.
There you go, yeah.
Even denying. Some bonus gold.
It's got a nice little stacked camp over here.
Raging for maximum farm.
Efficiency. Very, very enthralling stuff down here, watching him farm. Oh, Nisha. As that Yasha is gonna be pushing out this lane.
Nisha TP at bottom, and they might have seen, they've seen that, so they know it can't be top now, so they can easily just get the top tower.
Oh, moves.
Okay, he's got dagger on a centaur and ult in 5 seconds.
Got those wards right on top of each other over there. Easy D-ward, easy 100 gold. Zai, the jump forward coming out from Pepito will be able to land the stun. They've caught the false promise, and they're gonna go use the CK ulti, and they're gonna have to run themselves up, but the swap comes out again with a magic missile. YapzOr going forward has the Walrus punch, and they'll find a kill on Pepita here. While the rest of the side of Infamous, they just want to get out. Don't want to have to stay here right now. Just trying to make space for that lifestealer. Ooh, YapzOr? No, doesn't have it just yet. Moves, trying to hide himself in the trees. They didn't hit that Scream of Terror, so... Or Wave of Terror.
I'm going to just see the power of CK in these fights and why it's working out as the last pick. They can't really deal with the illusions at all. They need more AoE damage, and the Radiance can help with that for sure. Just making it them all miss, and just getting them a couple levels on Wish Doctor, so the stun will bounce Reno a little bit more. Will be good. Level 8. No boots yet though. He's going to pick him up now. That's going to feel good.
So I'm worried because we talk about the Shadow Fiend having the Guardian Greaves, right? How that's a great pickup, it's good timing. Are they going to miss this window because of the fact that Lifestealer hasn't picked up that Radiance yet?
No, I still think they're fine. It's just that SF is farming godlike right now. He's having a really good game. Just having that courier advantage helped him out a lot. So, I mean, he's just going to get stronger.
But is it going to be enough to deal with Nisha and the Morphling as this goes later and later?
Not super late game for sure, but just get that Radiance and you should be able to take a fight.
Okay. All eyes on Mr. Mason, like we
500 gold left. They got 3 runes. CK is gonna go hard. Oh boy, does he have it already?
Oh boy. All right, Tomato in for some trouble and is going to get burst down by mid one.
Okay, that was easy, and yeah, the CK's got a heart.
I guess there was an Invis rune on Zai, so perhaps that's how they saw him coming, because I don't know why he would posture himself there otherwise, but they go right into the Roche pit.
And they don't care if there's a couple creeps behind him. They just let us know. Come if you want to fight us.
They know that Lifestealer needs to finish up that Radiance.
And people saying CK can't farm without Midas? Now what? Just kill enemy heroes.
Okay, the Radiance is online, but of course, Shadow Fiend still down for another 17 seconds.
Yeah, this is like the worst thing that could ever happen. SF dying there to get Roche, and yeah, you got Radiance now, but now the enemy's got Aegis. It's like the worst possible timing, and now you're gonna have to deal with 4k health CK illusions. That is scary. It's not going to get better as it gets late game. So they probably feel they have to go now, but yeah, fighting into Heart and Aegis, and he's got Scotty ready, 400 gold. They need to really play well here. Preferably just getting off, killing the support somehow.
This is a bit spooky in this top lane. Puppey is trying to shove it out, but they do have a smoke on the side of Secret, and they're making their advancement.
Puppey
drawn back by mid one. The Purge comes out. Shards coming through with the snowball, purifying flames, and YapzOr cleans them up.
Yeah, these kills pickoffs now are just losing them their timing pretty hard.
I don't know why Puppey was that far up without vision.
Yeah, I mean, have you seen him? He's pretty manly. He is pretty alpha.
With his man bun and all, yeah?
He not scared.
Would you wear a man bun?
I don't have enough hair.
If you did?
Yeah, I would.
Oh, interesting. Wouldn't have guessed that. All right, they're going for their mid tower here, putting Nisha front and foremost, has the Scotty. He's a pretty scary body of water.
This is the opposite of what you want to happen. You want to be the one on offensive. And right now, Secret is just posturing right here, just pushing the high ground. They're going tier 3 already.
Yeah, 22 minutes. That's not what you want to have happen, especially with the lineup coming out from Infamous. All right, the Lifestealer, Nisha turns himself into his own version.
Yeah, and get a free BKB. It's pretty useful.
Indeed.
Pretty useful. He's getting some healing.
Yeah, Puppey just sitting back. Zai looking for any sort of a swap. Won't be able to land that cast, but look at this. Mason's just having so much difficulty with all the Scotty damage. How do they approach Nisha right now?
How do you get in there? You got to get around him. You got to smoke and infest the center and kill a support.
Get another steal.
They just give up our racks.
That's a feels bad, man.
It is a feels bad, man. One good news is they did get the Rubik. He did get attribute shift, so he got a lot of health now.
And he keeps that too after the spell wears off, which is
0 armor though, so he's got to be a little bit careful because I'm pretty sure if CK ults and reality rifts him, he dies.
Well, even before that, CK ults and reality rifts.
He just looks at him.
Just lets out a deep sigh, knowing that this is the end. And just look at Secret. They've got all the momentum now. They're feeling very strong, and indeed they are. They've got the Aegis. They've got their items. They've got very scary mid one.
I guess Infamous just feels they can't fight as long as he's got Aegis, and you know, if they take the fight, they will probably lose it. But if you do nothing, you
also lose the game, right?
Yeah, you got to try now. You got to smoke. And here comes Centaur. He doesn't have a smoke though, so I don't know how do you initiate this.
They spot him out.
And Oracle will just ult whenever he goes on, and here we go.
Okay, the jump forward coming out from the center, and they go immediately using that heal over onto Zai. Mason going to be thrown up into the air now as he's trying to run. He's just getting kited so badly. Witch Doctor ultimate coming out from the high ground. It's doing a decent amount of work. Tomato going to be able to maybe push it around, and the Moose trying to run himself away here. Nisha is still alive and kicking, and he has just eyes only for Moose as Moose slowly tries to run himself out. There's no creep for him to deny himself off of. That is 4 heroes on the side of Infamous. They will pick up again and grab that buyback over here on the Lifestealer, but I don't know what he can hope to do. They just GG out.
Called it GG. Yeah.
And just like that, Secret just showing that yesterday was just a little bump in the road. They're back in full force, and they're not scared at all. Just smashing Infamous. It's not even close. No.